Okay, so welcome to the call. Now, what I want us to do is to create a simple website, and that website is going to have some security features, right? So we're going to see, okay, let's say we are a let me just pick a template. So Bootstrap, uh, get Bootstrap. So Bootstrap is a HTML, CSS, JavaScript library. You could use it to create very, very simple sites, and it could help you to create whatever you're creating very, very fast. So please, once you come in, make sure you mute your mic. Then, instead of trying to create everything from scratch using Bootstrap, we could use a Bootstrap template. And there's a site where you could get some of these templates. So let us use Bootstrap Made. So Bootstrap Made have quite a lot of templates. Whether you want to build a business site, you want to build a landing page, personal, Bootstrap 5, you want to build construction, education, corporate, resume, Bootstrap. Let's just say we want to build something. Let's choose this one that is here, this quick start, right? I'll click on it and I want to view it to see what it looks like. So this is what the site looks like. So it's trying to load. Why is it not loading properly? Let me see. Let me refresh. Verify that you are human. Okay, good. Let me see the live demo. So this is what the Bootstrap site looks like, right? So it just has all of these, some content. Let's say we want to incorporate a login section, pricing. I think there is a login section you have on Get Bootstrap. So let's go see some templates here or some examples. Getbootstrap.com examples. If you go to this examples, you're going to see a simple login page. So you have headers, heroes, features, sidebars, modals. Okay, so we have a sign-in page here. That's a sample that we can use. Okay, so this is a classical sign-in page we can incorporate into our website. So we're going to be using this site. Then we're going to be using this as a login page. Then we want to take people to a dashboard. I actually don't want to build something very big because, but from the way I'm going now, it might not look like something very heavy. Or we might do this training in two parts, two series. Okay, so let's download this particular one. Let's download this. So I will do a free download. Just download the free version of it. Download this. So it's already downloading. So this is the file. Good, quick start. What I want to do is, okay, this is it. This is the file. So you have a starter HTML page. You have a service detail. You have an index page. And of course, you have form and some, all of those images, right? You have all of those images that you have on the site. So what we're going to do is that we're going to upload this sample template to our website. So if you are logged on to a cPanel account, so if you want to try this out, you can try this out on your XAMPP. Soundtech Ventures. So I can just post my share. I'm going to resume my share. I've resumed my share now and I have access to my cPanel. So you could use your cPanel and build directly there, or you could build on your local environment. Then when you're done, you cannot upload. That means you must have XAMPP installed on your system. Okay, so I am on my cPanel and I'll go to my file manager and I'll go to my www folder, which is my root directory, and I'm going to create a folder, not a file, a folder, and I'm going to call this server tracking, right? So the name of the folder is going to be server tracking, right? So this folder that is server tracking, if I try to access it by saying southechventures.com/server tracking, I'm going to have a fresh site that is ready for development. Like I said in the previous series, anytime you purchase a hosting account, you will normally have a blank sheet, or the hosting company can upload a kind of a template for you, like the owner of this site is trying to build something nice, that kind of thing. So you have a very blank sheet. So this is the blank sheet that we have. Or if you are running XAMPP, you just create a folder in your www folder or your htdoc folder. Then you can access your site using localhost / that folder. Once you do that, you go to localhost / the folder, you're going to have something like this. So this is where you can start from. So what we want to do now is to upload this Bootstrap template that we've downloaded into this directory. So we're going to upload this. What we just downloaded, this quick start. So uploading this quick start, we're uploading this template, right? This entire template, we're uploading it into our directory where we want to build a site. Don't forget, what we're trying to build is that we're trying to create a simple site, and it's going to have a login page. Then it's going to have a page where we want to do monitoring. That is actually the goal. We're not trying to create a website. So good. So we have the file, the folder. So we need to extract it. If you view it now, what you are going to be seeing, if you refresh, what you're going to be seeing is just the zip folder. So, but what you want to do is that you want to extract this. So you just say extract everything inside it. Okay, so if I refresh, I'm going to see the folder. So I want to tick everything, select all, and move everything into just like when you do folder management. You want to move everything to the main directory, right? You want everything to drop here. So I just move the files. So everything will live here. And if I go one level up, so I have everything. So I can delete my template. I can delete it, take it off. So even take this off also. Yes, I can take this off, this folder. I can take this off. So I'm going to see the index file, the service file, the starter file, and some supporting files. So if I refresh my site, this is my awesome site, I am going to have that template done. So let's clap for ourselves. So we've successfully picked up a template and we've factored it into our server. So that's one step. Of course, you should know basic HTML, CSS. Okay, somebody's asking a question. Claps. Okay, good. So you should know basic HTML, CSS, and maybe a little bit JavaScript so that you can edit some of this content here. So if you're taking cybersecurity and you don't know how to build a simple site, so you are at a very great disadvantage if you are in this class. So you should be able to either enroll for that class or check my playlist. I have a complete series on that. Then you're able to follow up. Now, as security analysts, we're trying to say that if somebody have this website and he also has, there's an admin section, but we want to be telling who logged on our website, where's the person coming from, what's the person's IP address. We want to be able to do all of those things, right? You know, previously we looked at server monitoring for Linux servers. Now we want to look at if we want to consider a web server. Okay, so I have a very nice website. Of course, I can go and change all of these templates later on, but that's not the scope of what we want to do. We want to have a section where we can log in. So I'm going to go steal this guy. Where is that guy now? I don't need this again. I don't need this again. So this is the guy, right? So this login page, of course, we can align this to the center, put our logo, and we want a sign-in page. Now, if we want this sign-in page, we could right-click and view page source. So where we're going to be grabbing is where you have this bootstrap icon and the footer section. So it actually is going to begin from, so you should know that, let me wrap my lines. You should know that every HTML website is going to have a head section that is going to start from here. It's going to have a head section. This head section is ending where again? It's ending somewhere. Where is it ending? Let me just search head. So this is two, right? This is the opening tag for the head. This is the closing tag for the head. So everything here like this, right, is the header section. Now, there's some styling that's peculiar to this particular website. So everything here, where is our bootstrap stuff? Okay, started from here. So just this section, like, right? This section to here, right? So this is that bootstrap logo. This is the please sign in. That is this guy. Bootstrap logo, please sign in. This is the email address, password, and all of that. So we're typically trying to clone this section of the website. But so that we don't need to spend time doing a lot of refactoring, we can copy out everything here and just replace. But normally, you should always make sure that if you are refactoring or cloning a site, all the CSS file and JavaScript files should sit within your own server. Because if that anything happens to that website, or if something goes wrong, your site will be affected. So that's what you call relative referencing. So because we just want to do a quick demo, we'll just copy everything here and we will throw it into a page. But there's one thing you want to do when you are building PHP application, right? One thing you want to do when you're building PHP application, you see this header part, and you see this section, there you see this footer section, these two sections. You should refactor it in such a way that you are only calling them when you need them. So you are trying to do a dynamic website where you are not copying everything and pasting, copying everything and pasting, copying everything and pasting. So I'm going to slice this top part and this footer part so that when I want to do the login page, I will still see this top part and this footer part, right? So how you do it is by doing PHP include, right? When you want to include a section of a particular website. So this is the way you use it. So you say things like PHP include footer.php. So it then means that we can slice that top part and call it a page, header. We can slice the footer part and call it a page. Then when we want to build that login page, we'll now say, please, PHP, include that header. Then we have the Bootstrap login. Then PHP, please include that footer. So let me do it now. So I'm going to go to this place. I'm now going to create a file. I'm going to call it header.php. I'm going to have a file. I'm going to call it footer.php, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, this index, this guy, let me edit it. You see everything from this top like this, everything from this top up to where you have the body. Where's the body? So the body started from this hero section. Right? No. Okay, look at the header, right? All of this, right? I want to cut this, but I'm just going to copy for this one. I'm going to go to my header, edit it, and paste it, and say, this is my header section. I will save it. I'm now also going to go back to where I have the footer section and say, where's that footer guy? I'm now going to say where I have footer section, right? So this is the contact section ended. The footer section now started from here, right? from where you have quick start address. That is from where you have, sorry, just a moment. From where you have quick start address, all of this section now is your footer. I don't want to be copying this header and footer in all my pages. So it's a very wrong way to so it's called dry programming. Do not repeat yourself, DRY. So imagine if I need to create a new page, I'll copy everything. I know that's how you do it in HTML. You copy everything, paste it, and do the edit. Copy everything, paste it, and do the edit. But when you're creating dynamic websites, it doesn't go, you don't do it that way. You want to break out all the different sections of the website, including the sidebar and everything. So the only part that you're going to programmatically deploy is the content, the inside. But the header and the footer, most of the times they are constant, true or false. They are always constant. So you want to make sure that you have it there. So when you want to create a new page, you just call out the header, put your content, call out the footer. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I have done the header. Somebody is asking a question. True, good. So I've done the header. So I want to go and cut out the footer. So the footer is going to start from this place, right? Footer. So see the main body ended here. So I'm just going to copy everything here. I will cut it. I'm actually copying. Then I will go to my footer, edit. I'm now going to paste it. Good. So you see, I now have my header and footer. So how do I create my stuff? So the thing is, how do you create a PHP page? You could just include the header, right? You could do this, include the header, right? Include the footer, then have your content inside. So I'm going to call this login page. So I'm going to create a login page. That is login.php. So if we go to login.php, now that's southechventures.com/ what's the name of our application again? Server tracking, right? If we go to login.php, good. Badru, you're really following very well. So if we go to login.php, is black, right? Because there's nothing there. If we come to login.php, and we create what's it called? A HTML. We don't need to create a HTML. We'll just say a head, and we say title tag, and we say login page for users, right? And I save this, and I come and say, let's say body, and I say, okay, welcome. Or let me just use a very old tag, which is center, and just say, okay, welcome to the class, right? And I save this. If I refresh that, my login page, right? I'm going to see welcome to the class, and I'm going to find out, are you seeing the login page for users? That login page for users is the title that I have there. Good. So let us call the header now and call the footer. So how do we do that? We just say include header, right? I copy this. I come here and I say, I want to take off this off. I'll take this off now. So within my header, I could just say, okay, please, sorry. I'm trying to copy this, right? So this is PHP. So the PHP tag always starts with a question mark, right? And it ends this way. So I just say, okay, I want to include, and you end with a semicolon, right? I want to include the header, right? So I say, let's call the header section, right? And let me save this and let me refresh. So are you seeing what we have? We just have that top section. So if I go and say, okay, oh, please, oh, at the end of the day, please, guy, footer, come here, I need you. I can't shout. And I say this. Do I have it? Okay, sorry. Sorry. So I'll say footer. Sorry, footer. Good. So you see, we have the top, we have the bottom. So what we need now is our what? Our login page. So we can now have a link. We change this get start in the home page, call it sign in. So when somebody clicks on it, he goes to the login page and he now comes to this sign in page. So I will just go to the Bootstrap, which is this page, which is this one we have here. Which is this guy we have here. So where are we cloning from? We're going to be cloning from now you're going to see that this site have quite a lot of dependencies, right? It has some dependencies will mean that there are sections of the website that need other sections of other website to be able to work. Things like the assets, things like the sign in Bootstrap link, things like some Bootstrap CSS, some images and all of that, and some CSS files. So, but let's just do it raw and see what it looks like. So we just need only this part from main, sorry, from form. Okay, from main. So main started here and ended here. True or false? So this is the part we need. That is the sign-in section. So we just say, now if you check very well, you see that, see this logo here. Now if I right click this logo have a relative reference. Look at, check the footer, check the down. You're going to find out, check here like this, check here. If you check, you're going to see that that logo is referencing to a particular site. It's referencing to a particular site. If I right click and try to view image, this is the logo, right? I don't need it. Let me see ctlhub.africa. Let me see if I can reference one logo like that. Let me see if I can reference this logo. So let me try and use this logo, right? So I'm going to replace that link with this logo. So it's going to pick the logo from this place. So I'm just going to go steal everything I have here and stop here. I'm going to go to my login page and I'm going to put it inside here. We save and we'll start praying. Boom. Okay, see what we have. See, you see now, we have a login page, but our login page have lost all the CSS, all the dependencies, it has lost everything. Because our goal is not to try to build an amazing website, we're going to somewhere. We're just going to go ahead and go grab. Did somebody send something? Logo is also gone. Yes, logo is also gone because that logo is related. If you see the way the logo is referenced, see the way the logo is referenced, it's not a direct link, it's an absolute link, is a relative link of the site showing that the logo is within the Bootstrap site. So it's not on your site. So I'm just going to pick this my logo and replace here and say, okay, please, oh, logo, pick out from here. I save it. I'm going to, what's it called? I'm going to check the login page. And I see where the guy went to stay. Good. All of those CSS is gone. So I'm just going to go grab my CSS to save time. So some of the CSS are going to be, so this is the style sheet, right? Then I have some here. I don't want to pick up everything because I just want to only pick up what matters the most. Okay, let me just pick only these three. Let me just pick only these ones and see if let me just pick only this bootstrap signing, this one. Then this one, this style sheet, this one. I don't need a favicon. And if it goes well, I will stop there. If it doesn't go well, I will come and pick this background placeholder image and all of this, the width, the height of the stuff. So I'll pick this, drop it in the header section. So because all of these guys should be in the header section. You see this bootstrap documentation, this link, it's relative. So I'm going to go, this is it. I'm going to go and grab the actual link, copy the actual link and replace and save and try again and see what happens. Okay, still doesn't fix it. Let me go back to this view. Let me add this style. This style might fix. I just want to spend less time here. Oh, look at this styling style sheets. Okay, let me leave out this and try to just, this one should be able to fix everything. So I will just add this guy here, right? Okay, custom style for this template. I fix this guy here. Then that should be the most important guy. Then this signing style sheet, this is it. This is the direct link. I'll reference it. Yeah. Then I'll check and see if it solves it. Okay, good. So I think it's doing the job. I will just do a very sharp stuff. Instead of spending much time doing my styling, I will just do maybe a break tag like 2 or 3 times and I should be fine. So after the head, before the body, I will just do maybe say break 3 times so that I don't spend a lot of time doing some formatting. So I'll just try this and see if it fixes it. Okay, fix it a little bit. So we can manage this for now. So we've gotten a simple sign-in page. So if somebody comes to the home, right? We want a situation whereby if they click on this link, they can go to the login.php. So I will go change this index. Where is that get started? Where is the get started? The get started is here. Get started, I will just say login, right? With this login, I'm saying please go to, the link is going to be go to login.php, right? Somebody's asking a question. Yes, the get started have to be changed to sign in. Yes, good, awesome. So I've changed the get started to login. I have changed the relative link to login.php. I'm going to save this. I'm going to go back to the home page, click on it, get started. Oh, sorry, I haven't updated the index page. Let me update the index page. Okay. I will go back to my folder. What's happening? The get started is still, oh, let me see. Let me go back and check. Let me reload. Index. Edit. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, so get started is fine. Login. Get started. Will it be this one? Okay, no, this is the one on this other section. So I think it's fine. We should be good to go. Quick start. I don't need this home, about features, pricing, drop down, contact, get started, login.php. I think this should be fine. So I will go back to this, refresh. Okay, good. So I'll click on login, right? I'll click on the login. It will take me to that page. Then this is where our job now begins. So Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go on a 10 minutes break. When we return, we will create a database, we will create a table, and we'll create a default email and password, let's say for 2 persons. We will save it in the database. Anybody that attempts to log into this page, we will create a page for an admin that an admin can use to like monitor everything that is happening. We want to be able to grab username, IP address, browser details, referring URL, the person's location, whether this person is successful or not. We want to log that. We want to count how many times the person have attempted to log in. Then we want to block the person if the person attempts it 3 times. Who have any question before we go on break? Somebody said, are we still using the same to come back to the group? Yes, I will use the same link. I will just extend the meeting time. I didn't know it would take this long, but I think we are understanding. Yes, we'll use the same link to log in after the break. Any other question?
Sorry, the location. Are we, sorry, whoever signing in, would they request for their location or is automatic?
Okay, somebody's asking if somebody's asking if we want to pick up the location. Now, it depends on the API we are using. There are some API that will be able to pick, they're able to understand location from IP address. Some we use location of ISP, depending. So I don't know till we start building. So when we get to that bridge, we're going to cross it. Any other question?
After the admin block, how long would it take before they try to log in again?
It yourself. So it depends on what we want. That's where information security policy comes in. There was a site I was visiting yesterday. I forgot my password, and it gave me 2 hours to try again, because that way you're trying to prevent brute force, right? So it depends on the admin what you want. If you want to ban somebody, there are some sites that will ban you for 24 hours. Some sites will ban you for 48 hours. Some sites will just say, you sure we don't want you again? So it just depends on what you want as the admin. See you guys in 15 minutes. So we'll go on 15 minutes break. When we return, we will continue building the application. So after building all this and the owner said we should rebuild, how can we delete the bootstrap template and whatever? You should just make the adjustments and whatever that you need. See you guys in 15 minutes.